morning. It is the 5th of October. This is our E3 Weekly Market Report. Exports have just come out. We have not even looked at them yet. You'll hear about them as we hear about them. Cotton, net sales of 161,000 running bales for 2017-18. That's down 17% from the previous week, but up 8% from the 4-week average. Vietnam took 43,200 running bales. Turkey took 36,900 running bales. China took 35,600 running bales. Looking through for other news, the 2008-2019 sales were 28,600. The actual shipments were a little light, 114,900, and that's down 13% from the 4-week average. Looking at the market, and sometimes it takes a little while to react, but we were, before this report came out just a minute ago, cotton was up 21. Right now it's up 16. So it's sold off a small amount. Let's now look at soybeans. Another good number, not as good as we've seen though. Net sales of 1,016,100 metric tons. And looking at the breakdown, China took 608,900 metric tons. Thailand took 93,600 metric tons. Portugal took 70,700 metric tons. Soybeans before the report were up 4.5. Right now they're up 3.5. So maybe a little disappointed in that number. Corn, net sales of 814,100 metric tons. Mexico took 190,600 metric tons. South Korea took 119,600 metric tons. And Colombia took 116,700 metric tons. Corn, before the report, was up 1.25. Right now it's up 1, so slightly lower. Now we'll go to wheat. And the wheat number, 492,300 metric tons. And that's up 13% from the previous week and up 37% over the 4-week average. The Philippines took 87,800 metric tons. China took 68,100 metric tons. Japan took 61,800 metric tons. Wheat before the report was down a half cent. Right now there's no change, still down a half cent. Just going over some recent history in these markets. The cotton market over the last 3 weeks has been in about a 250-point range. A high up, and the high was made yesterday. Very big move up that could not hold. It got to 69.97. The feeling has been resistance would be at 70. So far, that's been the case. The low, which was made on Monday, was 67.40. As far as what to expect, we have been talking about a 66 cent to 70 cent range. I think that still probably is the range, at least for now. But we've got a new hurricane, and they've named it overnight. It is Hurricane Nate coming up into the Gulf. The latest projected path is to hit into southwest Alabama. If it does as is expected, and certainly it can shift some, but it would miss, the rain would be coming up through, mostly up through eastern Mississippi and western Alabama. It doesn't look like it would be likely to do a lot of damage to the larger cotton-producing areas of the Mississippi Delta, which would be a little bit to the west of this path, or into western Georgia. It looks like it will be a little bit to the west of that path. Now, this thing can change, but it's projected to move into that area on Sunday. It's moving pretty quick, so we'll know by the weekend. I think the market reacted to that yesterday in cotton. That's the reason we had the really big bounce that we saw, and then the market started coming off some. And it's up some today, but not a lot. Okay, what to do? I think the market's still a rally in the 69.50 to 70 level, and right now it's at 68.94. What else? Let's look at the grain market, soybean, corn, and wheat. A recent high in soybeans, which was made September the 22nd, was 9.87. That's November soybeans. The recent low was made, 2 days ago at 9.61 3/4. That's a 25.25 cent range. This is a seasonal time of the year when we're making some kind of low in soybeans and corn. How low could we go though still? How high could we go in the near term? Possible low 940 to 950, possible high 990 to $10. Looking at corn, the recent high made September the 29th was 358. The low made on October the 4th was 346. That's a 12-cent range. That market could move as low as 345 in December corn and as high as 362. Wheat, the recent high made on September the 27th was 462 and 3/4. The recent low on September the 12th was 428 and a quarter. And the possible range there could be anywhere from 430 to 470. One last look at these markets. Since exports have come out, we've got cotton up 7. Now, it was up 21 just before the report. So it is easing back down some. The low of the day is 68.81, so we're 6 to 7 points away from the low. November soybeans are up 4 1/4 at 962 1/2. Before the report, we were at the same place we are now. Corn is up 2 right now. Before the report, corn was up 1 1/4. It's firming up some. Wheat was down 1/2 before the report. Right now, it's up 1/4. So markets are moving a little bit. The cotton market has reacted in a little bit of a negative way. We're seeing that right now. So look, that's it. Thanks for being with us for this edition of the E3 Weekly Market Report, and we'll see you later. Thank you.